Welcome back, everybody. My name's Token D-Rock here with another video. I hope all of you have a wonderful day. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the potential of another 1.5 million users coming to the crypto space, along with $300 billion worth of equity. Also look at the potential of another Bitcoin futures-based ETF launching later this week, believe it or not. Polkadot released a development fund to attract new developers to their space ahead of the Parachains auction launching in early November. So big stuff there. Before we get into all of that, we got to address the market. Bitcoin dominance is at a high of 47.5%. This is the highest I've seen in quite a while. Bitcoin looks to be rallying as of late, with the latest Bitcoin futures based ETF launching today, starting trade on the New York Stock Exchange. Bitcoin is soaring, looks to be retesting that all-time high that established earlier this year, but we'll take a look. It could dump at any time, so if you're buying these altcoins, spread out those buys, dollar cost average, you know the drill. Founder Gavin Wood, just 2 days ago, he revealed on October 17th that Polkadot's treasury has allocated more than 18.9 million DOT, worth roughly $777 million at the time of writing, to a development fund that will be dispersed through community governance. Gavin Wood gave broad suggestions as to how the funds might be spent, stating the capital will be mobilized to realize the community's vision for building, improving, educating Polkadot's ecosystem, in addition to anything else that the Polkadot governance believes valuable. According to Polkadot's wiki, treasury funds can be spent if approved by the council, which votes on proposals put forward to them. Polkadot Council currently consists of 13 members. However, the council plans to expand to 24 seats at some stage in the future. It's important to note, with many Polkadot governance votes seeing poor community participation in the past, the development fund may be intended to bolster DOT holders' engagement with the governance process. According to Polk Assembly, 3 governance proposals put forward this past week have seen total voter turnouts of 0, 6, and 7 votes respectively. Stakeholders wishing to put forward a proposal must reserve a deposit of at least 5% of the proposed spend, with the deposit being either slashed, a burn mechanism to deter validator misbehavior if rejected, or returned if accepted, with funds being placed at risk in the event of an unsuccessful vote. Polkadot's slashing mechanism may be a factor impeding governance engagement on the network. The new development fund was also revealed just weeks before Polkadot's highly anticipated Parachain auctions are scheduled to begin in early November, suggesting the funds could be intended to kickstart development targeting Polkadot's forthcoming Parachain ecosystem. Polkadot's Parachain auctions will be used to realize Polkadot's vision for a sharded ecosystem. Auctions will see projects building on Polkadot compete to secure one of 100 Parachain slots by bidding to lock up DOT. The development fund may be intended to encourage developers to begin building on Polkadot in preparation of Parachains going live. So my understanding of the Polkadot ecosystem is that their governance system is set up in a way that there's 13 council members. For every proposal that they have, they need to lock up at least 5% of the proposed spend in DOT, and then if the proposal goes through, then that deposit gets sent back to the validators of the council members. If the proposal fails and doesn't go through for whatever reason, then the Polkadot locked up for the deposit, the reserve, gets burned or slashed. So it's a way for them to deflate the Polkadot ecosystem of the DOT token. Not to mention, they say that the burn mechanism is to deter validator misbehavior. So that's kind of up in the air as to how you feel about those tokenomics. I can see both sides of the coin on this. I can see why it's a good thing, but I could also see why it's a bad thing. Basically, Gavin Wood just came out with this $777 million development fund ahead of Polkadot Parachains launching in early November, as a way to encourage developers to the space to start building on the Polkadot ecosystem of preparations for the parachains. They're going live next month. So overall, I think this is very, very good for the Polkadot ecosystem. I think it's good to kind of go into the tokenomics, kind of understand the Polkadot ecosystem a little bit further, take the next step, because too many people in the space, myself included, do not do enough due diligence, do not do enough research on the crypto that they're investing in, that they're putting their hard-earned money into. So I think overall this is very good for Polkadot. In other news, just yesterday, Interactive Brokers said its registered investment advisors would be able to trade and custody Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin for clients using Paxos Trust Company. The firm reported this service was currently available only for its advisors in the United States, but it plans to launch crypto trading for global clients in the future. Allocating a small percentage of assets to cryptocurrency as part of a well-diversified portfolio has steadily become more commonplace, and advisors may wish to recommend cryptocurrency to their clients, said Interactive Brokers Executive Vice President of Marketing and Product Development Steve Sanders. It's important to note, with headquarters in the United States, Interactive Brokers falls under the purview of regulators, including the SEC and the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority. As of October 1st, the firm reported 1.54 million client accounts with $353.8 billion in equity. This is very, very good news in my opinion, because this is an additional 1.54 million people buying crypto, getting into the crypto space. Initially, it's just Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin, but as they start branching out and learning more about the crypto space, they're going to look at other projects and invest in other cryptocurrencies. Not to mention, guys, they have a little bit over $1/3 trillion in equity. What would this mean for the crypto space? Okay, let's take a look. We're just slightly under 2.5 trillion total market cap for the crypto space. That dollar amount would put us well over 2.75 trillion market cap. Let's run some numbers. I mean, this would probably put Bitcoin like 67 to 70K. Its total market cap would be something like 1.3, maybe 1.35 trillion dollars. Ethereum's price would probably be somewhere around like 4,500 to 5,500, depending on how much money goes into its market cap. Could see a market cap anywhere from like 550 billion to maybe 600 billion. And then Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, I'm not even going to cover those because, in my opinion, way less people focus on those two in comparison to like Bitcoin and Ethereum. I feel like majority, like 80 to 90% of the money from this like $353.8 billion is probably going to go into Bitcoin and Ethereum. But let me know what you think down. Our last bit of news for the day finds Bloomberg analyst Eric Balchunas predicting that Valkyrie's Bitcoin futures-based ETF is likely to launch in the coming days after being certified for listing on the NASDAQ exchange last week. He also tweeted earlier yesterday that Valkyrie's fund will likely launch tomorrow, which is Wednesday or Thursday, and it would launch under the ticker BTF. If true, the milestone would make Valkyrie's fund only the second Bitcoin ETF to launch in the United States. If you've been living under a rock, ProShares future-based ETF is trading today, New York Stock Exchange, very first day doing this under the ticker BITO. Very big stuff, you guys. It's important to note, though, that Invesco announced that it had withdrawn its application for a futures-based ETF yesterday as well, and they also added their intention to work towards launching a spot Bitcoin ETF in partnership with crypto broker-dealer Galaxy Digital. We have determined not to pursue the launch of a Bitcoin futures ETF in the intermediate and near term. However, we will continue to work in partnership with Galaxy Digital to offer investors a full shelf of products with exposures to this transformative asset class, including pursuing a physically backed digital asset ETF. during Tuesday's episode of Anthony Pompliano's Best Business Show. Safer and Balchunas, both Bloomberg analysts, argue that the approval of a spot Bitcoin-backed ETF is unlikely to happen anytime soon. Balchunas also asserted that SEC Chair Gary Gensler is much more comfortable with Bitcoin futures-based ETFs, as they offer greater consumer protections than spot-backed funds. This is very big stuff, you guys. I mean, just today, on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker BITO, ProShares Bitcoin future-based ETF started trading, went live today. We have the potential of another futures-based Bitcoin ETF going live in the next 48 hours. They could send Bitcoin well past its previous all-time high set around 65K earlier this year. But, I mean, we could be very wrong about that too. We could see the market dump for whatever reason. I mean, market manipulators are going to manipulate, you know? It's very, very good stuff. It is important to note, though, that they did mention that the approval of a spot Bitcoin-backed ETF is very unlikely to happen anytime soon, with Gary Gensler being the chair of the SEC. And we know his stance. He's more comfortable with Bitcoin futures-based ETFs. That's just par for the course for the time being. Either way, we are headed in the right direction, you guys. That about does it for today's video, everyone. If you enjoyed and learned something new, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out. Check out the links down below. Earn some passive income on the crypto you're hodling long term with Celsius and BlockFi. Get trading today on Binance US. Stay up to date with your favorite crypto prices over on CoinMarketCap. Stay up to date with your favorite altcoin events on CoinMarketCal. Follow us over on Facebook for occasional callouts. Until next time, everyone, I hope all of you have a wonderful day. My name's Token D Rock. Take care.